Since we last met, 13 goals in 3 games. It sounds more impressive than it is. And welcome back to Boston Boys with the Boston Boy, me, Dr. NGFM. Are you well? Are you good? Is everything alright? Fantastic. Let's get on with it then. Now, you can see then, league table-wise, we are 4th in the, I was going to say the Vanarama League 2, but that's not what it's called. The Sky Bet League 2, different sponsors for different leagues. We can see we're 4th then. Carlisle, Grimsby and Oxford, the teams just ahead of us, and there's still a little chance of that automatic spot, but look at the combative mission going on behind in the search for that sort of third playoff spot, really, it feels like at the moment. AFC Wimbledon and ourselves, as well as Lincoln, are battling it out. 64 points apiece. I mean, it's all to play for, viewers. And 62 points for Wrexham. They're not too far behind either. Since we last met, I mentioned 13 goals. One of them was a 6-4, which sounds good when you put it like that, but we nearly threw it away. It was getting a little bit close, a little bit testy for me, a little bit scary for me. I guess that's the best way of putting it. It was a 5-4 at one point, and Accrington were bringing it back. It was 5-2. Then it was 5-4. I thought, please not again. We had this recently with a 4-4, but it didn't happen. We followed that up expertly with defeat to Oxford and draw with Doncaster. Well done us. You can see then, in fairness, Oxford just above us in the league table, and that is the difference right now. Our goal difference is the best in the division, and we're 4th. So we've drawn a lot of games. It's annoying. I can't believe we're 4th. But yes, AFC Wimbledon and Lincoln today. I said last episode it would probably be a good time to play them both. I didn't realise though that they would have the exact same amount of points as me, and goal difference is the only thing separating us. Those two sides, by the way, are very closely locked in battle, and they've both won more games than me. But the draws that we've picked up have seen us level altogether. Mikey Fletcher, 17 goals this season, 3rd in the top goal scorer charts, and Ryan Alabusu, 3rd in the average rating. I'm just debating whether Pozzo should be the man to start this game. He's struggling condition-wise. Do I save him for the next one, or do I give him a half and then switch him out? We could play Biggie Rimana instead. We'll stick with this for now, and no, we won't. We'll make that change, just so then Pozzo can definitely play a full game next game. I don't want to try and force him to play too much too soon. Let's see then, can these boys do the job? Burton, France, Thompson, Akuma and said in the back 5 that we talked about last episode. Biggie Romano will be just in front. Robinson, Kirby ahead of him as well. Albusi one side as a winger on attack. Kasinga, Medea on the left, and Marky Fletcher up top and front through the middle. Marky Fletcher. I feel like he's not scored in an episode recently, so we're going to have to just get that in for our own sake, really, for our own well-being. Right then, let's see how we do. Gribben on the bench, Anderson on the bench, lots of players to make a difference if needs be. Lincoln, though, the favourites, the home side, and with Gale Force playing slightly out of position, this might be a testing mission for us to get the points away at Sidsall Bank. Grant, I must say, I've been too many times, and yeah, it's all right. It's not a recommendation. I mean, that's not what I do here. Go if you want to go. Don't go if you don't want to go. You just, if it's local, it makes sense. If it's not local, the travelling is Lincoln, everyone. They're in League One now, actually, aren't they? They've got promoted. Which means the gap between themselves and Boston gets ever wider. They are then in their familiar red and white. We are in our familiar orange and black. And can the Boston boys upset the apple cart in Lincoln? There's an Odeon in Lincoln. There was a Toys R Us. I wonder if that's still there. I assume so. Got a lot of family from Lincoln, so it makes sense as Robert White gets the goal. Bob White with a finish. I want to see if he's any good, to be fair. Is he good? He is quite good. On loan from Liverpool, so that's basically cheating. It's a good free kick, though. It was hit with quite a lot of pace, and our keeper's been caught out, butted in our net, not done the business. And this could be one of those games where things spiral out of control a little bit as another shot goes in. We've not won in our last 2. It must be noted. So this is really the game that we've got to try and bounce back. It's a tough spell as Marky Fletcher goes in on goal. Marky Fletcher! Da 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 Marky Fletcher, da 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 Marky Fletcher, boom, yes. That's what we're talking about. Lovely turn that is, by the way, from Kasinga Medea. I mean, there's not a song for him, but that was wonderful. Played across to Marky Fletcher. Good first touch. The first shot was decent. Great save from the goalkeeper, who's still down when the second effort's putting on goal. And it's Boston 1, Lincoln 1, and the Sidsall Bank crowd are a little bit quieter than they were a moment ago. Half an hour gone. Very, very tight game. We're having slightly more possession, but chance-wise, it's very even. It's a corner to us though. Marky Fletcher to whip in the delivery. It's not his best work. Kirby heads it back in and we'll get it back on the edge of the box. Just inside now. It's blocked. And a counter-attack maybe going to be starting here for Lincoln. Shields does well. Plays it across. Nobody moves, though. And Robinson's on that like a shot as he races forward. Oh, and Williams is taking him out. And he's already on a booking. It looks to me, viewers, like he's about to be sent off. The referee has called him over. Williams has gone, no, you come to me. I'm not walking any further. No, I refuse. I'm not going any further. I don't know why he sounds like that. Valentine Williams. It's a great name. But 2 bookings in 2 minutes and he's off. And now maybe a chance for us to assert a little bit more dominance as Birigimana has got it. Kirby with a strike. Oh, it's hit the crossbar and cleared. But you've got to think now, with a whole half with 10 men, advantage Boston. Right? Advantage Boston. Right? It's a massive day. Or massive episode in terms of the series today. If we can get a good couple of results against 2 sides challenging exactly as we are, then who knows where this Boston team can go this season. It gives us a great chance in the playoffs if we're higher up in the playoffs, of course. And then those automatic spots you could see there from the league table. We'll have to wait for another replay, but or a highlight, sorry. But you'll have to see how close this is getting now. Considering we play AFC Wimbledon next, getting a win here, it's a game we can't lose. It must be said, we can't lose this game, but win it, and the rewards are there. We're going to go slightly more positive. We've got more players on the pitch, and I'm going to try and bring on an X Factor. Kasinga Medea has had a quiet game, I would say. Rob Hall's going to come on that side as a winger on attack, similar to Alabusu on the other side. And I think we're going to maybe risk Pozzo, who's got a slightly more balanced, creative vibe from that area, I think. And Birigimana is going to move slightly further forward. Kirby's going to come off. With 20 minutes to go, can our boys do the business? It's a free kick drilled in, and oh, Robinson scores! Just like that. I'm not sure my changes had much impact, but who cares? 2-1 to the Boston boys, and it's a set piece. Not what I was expecting, to be honest. It's whipped in. Robinson gets there. Lovely header from Ossie Robinson. Again, had a fantastic year for me. 8th goal this season as the ball's whipped in. He's just about level, right, guys? Yeah, sure. 20 minutes to go. Please hold on now, boys. Let's go back to balance, maybe, as a free kick from Marky Fletcher. Oh, the Marky Fletcher. And it doesn't just take us away from Lincoln and ahead of AFC Wimbledon, but back into the top 3. What a free kick from Marky Fletcher. The Marky Fletcher. Boom. Oh, yes, that was good. 15 minutes to go. It looks like it's done. Pozzo free kick now. They're all having a go. Blimey, it's been a game of free kicks. As time ticks away, 3 minutes of added time in a very hotly contested Lincolnshire battle, but it looks as if that's going to be game over. Maybe one more chance for us here. It doesn't look ever so likely, though, as the game really is up. It's Lincoln 1, it's Boston United 3, and a massive game in terms of the promotion race. That's what you want to see, boys. Come on. Oh, massive, massive. And AFC Wimbledon then, the next game to play. Of course, my previous series that ended sort of prematurely, and now a chance to beat them. 67 points, level on points with Oxford. Our goal difference playing a major factor into all of this. It really is going to help us this year, no matter what happens. And if we can beat AFC Wimbledon, what a statement that'll be. What an episode this will be to really say to people, look, this is our season. And another promotion, a 3rd promotion, would be insane. Is it a 3rd promotion, just to be clear? So, yeah, 1, 2, yeah, so it would be a 3rd promotion in a row, which someone said, I think I maybe did it in Thames at one point. There was a spell in Thames. I think all I remember from Thames is being in the same division loads and then getting promoted and then being in the same division loads. But there might have been a period where we raced through the divisions, and it's happening again here with the Boston boys, despite not too many January acquisitions. Anyway, week to go. Our region day was terrible, so I'm not even going to tell you about our youth. I mean, briefly, there's the youth company. Great, brilliant, well done everyone. Not even another Fletcher to come in here. It's devastating. Anyway, we'll see you then for the next game in just a hot second. It's just come to my attention as well. We played most of that game without Pozzo, who now will be fit and raring to go for this game. So it's all worked out well in the end. I mean, the red card for them was pretty useful, but, you know, it does really feel, though, like this team has started to gel more and more. And that is just such a nice feeling when you feel like your team is playing and operating how you want it to play and operate. And that really is the consistency of the tactic. Like when I stream sometimes, or I get frazzled with stuff, I change stuff all the time. With YouTube series, I tend to just plough through and make little tweaks here and there, either changing inside forwards to wingers or changing midfield position or changing a defensive role, things like that. But yeah, finally, it's taken a while, but we really feel like we're ticking. I know about promotions before, but this is the time now where I feel like There's a real rhythm to this team. And while there's sides in this division that are very, very good, and AFC Wimbledon, who we play now, are one of those, I do feel like we've got a bit of an edge in most of the games we play, especially against the weaker sides. I feel like it's starting to come together now. Like a lovely dough if you're making bread. We're the bread right here. This is the bread. This is our bread and butter, you know? Right, Pozzo's going to come back in, Kirby's going to drop out, and the rest of the team is going to remain identical for this upcoming game. Anderson's away on international duty, so he'll be switched out for Chris Lawrence in the centre. Burton will be in goal, then France Thompson, Akuma Seddon, Pozzo just in front, Robinson and Bigger Romana, Alabayusi one side, Kasinga Medea the other, Fletcher through the middle. And if you can get a few more goals, that'd be lovely. There's very much a 3-star rhythm going on with this team. That is, I don't remember ever seeing it look that uniform before, but they're all 3-star rollability apparently, which is nice. I'll take that. 3-star. We are a 3-star. I think 3 stars good. It's better than 2.5 star. Better than average. All right then, can the boys do the business once again as a passionate team talk this time? I know you lot will be keen to avenge what happened last time. I think they did beat us actually. It feels familiar that we were beaten quite comfortably. All right then, we are in the orange and the black. They are in the blue and white, both wearing traditional kits for this one, as we are the home side, which just gives us a little bit of an edge, I feel. And I say a little bit of an edge. I feel like it gives us a lot of edge because we're way better at home than we are away. Unless that place is Sincilbank. Maybe it's just Lincolnshire. We're good in Lincolnshire. Free kick. Pozzo to take. Can he give us the perfect start? Not quite. 20 minutes gone, and it's not been particularly action-packed. We want to try and see something from the boys here. So far, it's been quite patient. Neither side have had a real clear opportunity with just that free kick that Pozzo put wide, as AFC Wimbledon now using the width of the pitch to their advantage. And do you know what? I quite like to see that as the ball goes in. Boom, with a fantastic save. Doesn't get enough credit really in this side, does Burton, but that was wonderful. So it's a corner to be played by them. Clark's going to whip this in. And towards the back poked? Towards the back post. Nightingale heads down. Poke? I don't know what I said. But immediately after that, another highlight. Alabayusi cutting inside and finding a teammate. Kasinga Medea now into Marky Fletcher. Referee. It's a penalty. Wow. Right on the edge of the box. I thought it was just going to be a free kick. But no, I guess not. Is this going to be Gale Force stepping up? It is indeed. To make it 1-0 to the Boston boys. Oh, and does he? The keeper barely moves. Boston 1, AFC Wimbledon 0. And just take a look at that league table. How many games are there left? There can't be too many. 7 games to go. And we are second in the league table. As things stand, of course, there's still lots of time to go, but that win against Lincoln, oh my word, the momentum that hopefully gives us for the rest of the season could be fantastic. We play again, I think we play Grimsby and Carlisle, who are both up there, both challenging, and games that we have to bring you, I think, as this season draws to a close. As we get closer to half-time, we take this 1-0 lead into it. AFC Wimbledon not playing particularly well, average rating-wise, it's not the best from them, and equally on our side, it hasn't been a scintillating performance. The penalty, though, the difference. Can we continue it into the second half? I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. Passionately said so, and they enjoyed that team talk massively. Right, really, the bottom half of this league table is becoming less and less important as we just take it to the 10th place spot now. Can we see this out? I'm thinking about a change early. I'm thinking Gribbin maybe for Alabayusi in this in the attacking third. He's not having a good game at all on that left foot, cutting in a little bit. I might switch him out for an inside forward, or Rob Hall. I think Rob Hall might be the better option actually, because we can keep the role the same. We'll try that out. Rob Hall comes on. Alabayusi, for all his pace and all his good moments for us, hasn't quite had it in his favour so far. I've kept it on balance for this whole game, and it's one of those games where highlights are few and far between. I really have to bet. I think I might make another change, perhaps in the middle. Robinson's not having the best game today, so him and Lawrence are going to switch around. And actually, Gribbin for Kasinga, I'm getting all confused. Kasinga Medea is going to be another switch that we make as well, to a winger on support. I don't want him quite as far forward. I want him involved, linking up the midfield a little more. And maybe there'll be a goal for Marky Fletcher to seal the deal. Defensively, we've looked good. And I've talked basically through this entire second half because the highlights have been non-existent, but here we are, 4 minutes to go. Can Marky Fletcher put a wax seal? He plays it to Hall, who finishes it off. Fletcher the provider this time. Rob Hall off the bench to make it 2-0, and that, my friends, is going to be game over. Boston United have done it. 2 wins back-to-back against 2 promotion rivals. It's just what you want to see when you turn on a video today. It really is. Hall with a finish as well. Beats the keeper. The Boston fans behind the goal go absolutely wild, and there we are then. It looks like job done. And again, with little highlights, it was that goal there and the penalty. And that's really all we saw. But it was enough, wasn't it? It was more than enough. And the Boston boys will be looking at those promotion chances now, thinking it's certainly possible. Let's take a look then. When shall we meet next? Things are really spicy now. Oh, I love it. I'm very much into this. I've got to say, oh, whoa. Hopefully you are as well, of course. If you do enjoy the videos, make sure you drop in a like on it. It does support the channel. It makes it sort of more aware to other people. So if you're enjoying it, let other people know you're enjoying it. And yeah, we can all enjoy it together, you know? Right then, let's see. Who will we be playing next? Oh, there's the Carlisle game there. And then Grimsby towards the back end of the season. Blimey, it's hotly contested. Are there any other sides that are battling for this promotion situation? Not really. It's Carlisle and Grimsby, isn't it? So I think then the logical thing will be to bring you the last 4 games. Carlisle, Port Vale, Grimsby, Burton. All of those games should definitely be covered, as there's a few to play in between that as well. Hopefully we stay in the promotion hunt next time we meet. If you've enjoyed today's video, of course, please do drop a like. And if you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. We're love with care. From me, that's mentioned until next time. I'll see you again very, very soon. Fantastic results. Well done, everyone.